Hello, my name is Edina.
Hello, my name is Gazime.
In this video, we're going to talk about price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand measures how sensitive quantity demanded is to a change in price. First law of demand states that as price increases, less quantity is demanded. And this is why the demand curve slopes down to the right, because price and quantity move in the opposite directions. On the demand curve, price elasticity of demand is always negative. Now that we are familiar with the price elasticity of demand definition, here is the formula for finding the price elasticity of demand. And it is the percentage change in quantity demanded over the percentage change in price. But the question is, why do we use percentage change instead of absolute change? Through absolute change, can we conclude if it is a small or a big change in the price if the product's price has increased for $1? No, we cannot. We use percentage changes because it measures the sensitivity of the quantity demanded or changes in the price of the good. For example, if the original price of the hamburger was $1 and now it is $2, we can see that there is an absolute change of $1, which means the price of the hamburger doubled by 100%. There are three existing models to explain the price elasticity of demand. Number one is elastic demand, number two inelastic demand, and number three unit elastic demand. Elastic demand states that a price change will cause an even larger change in quantity demanded. However, an elastic demand does not mean that customers are completely responsive to a price change. There can be a small reduction in price which could cause buyers to increase their purchases. For example, if an airplane company decides to decrease the price of the tickets, even though this change in price is not huge, people will be willing to use that offer, which increases the demand overall. Inelastic demand states that a price change will cause less of a change in quantity demanded. For products whose quantity demanded is inelastic, a price increase will result in a revenue increase. For example, gasoline. Gasoline's price might increase over the time, but demand on the other side will stay the same, because gasoline is a necessity if we own a car. Furthermore, the last model is unit elastic. In this case, the product is said to have unitary elasticity. Small changes in the price do not affect the total revenue. However, both price and demand either increase or decrease by the same amount. In continuity, we will present some of the factors affecting the price elasticity of demand, starting with availability of substitutes. This means the more possible substitutes, the greater the elasticity. Another factor is luxury. Luxury products tend to have greater elasticity. Some of the products that in the beginning have a lower level of necessity, in the short period of time, they can become necessary to some customers. Furthermore, another factor is the consideration of time period, which means elasticity tends to be greater over the long run because customers have more time to adjust their behavior. Now that we more or less explain main issues about price elasticity of demand, there is another question. Why would a firm want to know about price elasticity of demand? Well, when the company gathers the data on how customers respond to a change in price, it can help a specific company to reduce the risk and uncertainty. And also, on the other hand, it can help the firm forecast its sales and set its prices. And finally, there is advertisement. Firms use advertising in order to win customers and retain the loyalty of the existing ones. They do so in order to shift the demand curve to the right and make the demand less elastic.
created using Powtoon.